Hello everyone and welcome to another Teen Take and Make. This week we're going to make some filter poppies. In your kits this week you're going to find a paper plate, some coffee filters, some red food dye, and some black tissue paper. From home you'll need a little dish of water, a hot glue gun, and a surface to work on that you can get wet. We're going to start by dissolving our red food dye into our small dish of water. Now your red food dye came in a little plastic baggie. I think it would be helpful if you put that on a toothpick so you could swish it around inside your dish of water. Next up, we're going to take our coffee filters and we're going to fold them in half once and then half again, so it's basically folded into quarters. After that, we're going to dip that tip into the red water we just created and leaving it there until they're about as saturated as they can be. I'll mention too that for the purposes of this video, I'm only dyeing about 5 coffee filters, but you have more than enough to make multiple poppies if you like. Next up, I'm going to separate our dyed coffee filters and lay them out on this cookie sheet to dry. We need a solid backing for our poppies, so I'm going to be using the inner circle of this plate. You'll see me do a quick trim here just to take the edge of the plate off. This is one of those times you don't have to worry about being super precise because you're not going to see it anyways. So we're going to lay down the center of the plate and now we can move on to our poppy petals. You'll see me crinkling the paper here. That's going to give it a little bit of texture. And then I'm going to use my hot glue gun to put a little dab of hot glue right in the center of the plate we cut. Next, I'm going to take one coffee filter at a time, making sure it's nice and textured, and center it on the plate, just making sure to give a quick dab on the center to make it secure. You'll see me repeat this process, crinkling, putting some hot glue in the center, crinkling, putting some hot glue in the center. Once you've crinkled and added as many petals as you would like, it's time to move on to our poppy center. Now you have some choice here in regards to how prominent and how much tissue paper you'd like to use for your poppy center. After completing this craft, I found that I really only needed a half sheet of tissue paper, so if you're making more than one poppy, I just kind of keep that in mind to make sure you have enough. You're going to repeat a similar process as before. After choosing a piece of black tissue paper, you're going to crinkle it up, put a little dab of hot glue in the center, and then place your crinkled black tissue paper in the center. Like I said, I ended up using about a half sheet of the black, so you'll just see me crinkle that second piece, add a little bit of hot glue, and add the second piece to make a nice full poppy center. If you followed along, you might end up with something that looks like this. We want to thank everyone for participating in another one of our virtual programs. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.